Welcome to FDM Academy. Today I want to talk about why I think the FDM model is one of the absolute most powerful ways to learn palpation. Palpation skills are something you acquire over time and experience. We begin this in osteopathic training, day one of medical school. It's one of those classes where we all start to feel like we're really learning medicine, is when we start to touch a patient. And in this case, it's your classmate. But as we're learning to palpate, we go from the rudimentary to the more complex over the 2 years of our basic training. At the end of 2 years, your palpation skills are somewhat limited, unless you've been exposed to the fascial distortion model. And this is what's interesting to me. Many of the faculty at our osteopathic schools find the fascial distortion model so powerful at teaching palpation because the patient's the expert. They're going to give you the feedback. So if you're palpating a trigger band or a herniated trigger point and you think you're on the correct place on your patient's body and you ask them, is this it? And they say no, you're wrong. It's your job to try and find where is that problem and what was the difference when I finally do locate it. What's the difference between that precise location the patient tells me is it versus what I thought was it? And that difference, that subtle change, is your opportunity to learn. Every patient is a palpation laboratory where you get to go in and tens or dozens of times you're treating patients, you think you feel it, and they guide you ever so slightly. You do that day after day, patient after patient, and your palpation skills will grow exponentially. I've been treating in the model for 14 years and teaching for 10 years, and I can tell you that my palpation skills grow every year. I can feel things that I never could feel before, and it's through the patient's guidance that I keep learning. To me, it's kind of a game. I'm always excited to learn from the patient and continue to grow my palpatory skills. If you've received no palpatory training in your medical background, FDM is a great place to start to learn to feel. Your patient is going to guide you. They give you a body language, you follow that body language, and then they guide you right to the painful spot. And if you have hands of stone and you can't feel anything, you trust the patient and they know what's wrong. That's the beauty of FDM. The patient is the expert, and we just have to listen. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, stay in the model.